Hi everyone, I'm getting ready to make a new batch of soap. I got some amazing fragrances from Indigo fragrance that I get to try out and I'm really excited about. Tonight I'm going to be making a big batch of soap. It's going to be 5 12-ounce bars, and I'm going to be using the full ounce of Pacific Coast, which is on the right there, and half an ounce of Ocean Mist. I wanted a really nice unisex smell, and these two put together smell incredible. So what I did so far is I just prepared my coconut milk portion. I don't have my lye out or anything like that. I have to get this coconut milk frozen because it has sugar in it, and heat tends to burn your sugars, and I don't want that happening in my soap. So what I did is I measured out my full ounces of water, and then I just separated the portion that I needed to make the coconut milk. So I'm going to be doing coconut milk, half water. I'm also going to be trying something else tonight. I have been finding a lot of glycerin runs throughout my soaps and titanium dioxide cracks, they call it. And it's because I normally color my entire batch white because I like the lighter look, but it keeps causing those unsightly glycerin runs, and I don't like the way it looks. It doesn't affect my soap, it doesn't harm my soap at all, but it does make it not look so nice. So what I'm going to try tonight is to only color a portion of the soap white. I'll see how the coconut milk does. Hopefully that'll tint my soap enough and I won't have to add titanium dioxide, but I might add a little bit to a portion of the soap. So I'm going to go ahead and get this frozen up, and then I'll bring it back when I'm separating out my lye and my oils. So I'm preparing my oils and my lye mixture. I'm still waiting for my coconut milk to get frozen, so I went ahead and just did a little prep work. Again, I'm going to be using New Fragrance Oils by Indigo Fragrance. I'm going to use the full ounce of Pacific Coast and half an ounce of Ocean Mist for this batch of soap. I want to make sure that the scent holds up, that it doesn't cause ricing, that it doesn't seize my soap, and that the color stays intact. Again, I'm trying a new color technique tonight. I usually put titanium dioxide in my entire batch, but it's been causing some glycerin rivers, and I don't like the way it looks. It doesn't make the soap bad, it just doesn't look nice, and I like a nice smooth bar of soap. So I'm going to do just a portion of the batch white. I'm doing this oxide purple, ultramarine blue oxide, and ultramarine pink. Sorry for that spoon being in the way. So those are my colors. I'm going to attempt to do a faux funnel pour. I have my sodium hydroxide, I had my sodium hydroxide set aside with my water and my sodium lactate. Again, I'm waiting for my coconut milk to freeze, so that way I can add it to the mixture. If you put too much heat with coconut milk, it has sugar in it and it will burn your coconut milk. So that's why I freeze mine into little cubes, and I'll show you those before I put the sodium hydroxide in it, and that way you can see how I do my mixture with coconut milk. And then of course I have all my oils heating up. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue with the process, and as always I'll bring it back. Well, here's my coconut milk. I wanted ice cubes. I put them in here, and some frozen to cubes, and it's more like slush, which is fine. It's still cold enough, and it'll help not burn the sugars and burn my milk. So I'm going to step outside and mix just a little bit of lye with this, and then my leftover lye I'm going to put in my water that I have set aside over there. We're going to let everything cool down. I've already been letting my oils cool down. We're going to let everything cool down, and then we're going to mix it together. I'll bring you back. They're cooled down to room temperature, and so is my lye mixture. I'm going to go ahead and strain my lye mixture. I used coconut powder and then mix it with warm water for this time, so looks like the powder portion's really separating from the water due to the lye reaction. So I'm going to strain it, and then I'm going to add my sodium lactate. I'm going to bring it up to emulsification, maybe a light trace, because I am going to do a faux funnel pour, and then we're going to mix our colors, and I'll bring you back to show you how that looks. Right, I went ahead and added my colors. I'm going to go ahead and give them a quick stick blend. And I added the full ounce of Pacific Coast and a half an ounce of Ocean Mint. I added Pacific Coast evenly to these three and the half an ounce of Ocean Mint to the white. So I'm going to go ahead and stick blend it, and I'll show you what it looks like so that way you can see if it riced on me or if it was seasoned my soap at all. But so far it looks like it's holding up well. I'll bring it back. All right, as you can clearly see, the scent held up beautifully. It didn't cause any ricing. This was ultramarine purple, so it did discolor that just a little bit, but that's normal for a cold process soap. I don't think that's the scent that did that. That's normally caused by the lye and the soap reacting to the colorant. So I'm going to go ahead and do my faux funnel pour, and then I'll show you what everything looks like in the mold. But otherwise, the scents smell great. They held up wonderfully. All right, I'll bring you right back. Everything in the mold. I did a faux funnel pour for the bars on the bottom, and up top I just did a nice little swirl effect, so it'll look different from the base of the bar to the top of the bar. Again, everything held up really, really well. We're going to put this to bed for 24 hours, and then we'll unmold it. Thanks for watching.